Okay, so we're now under 2 weeks away from our next, I guess, pay-per-view, our network special, Clash of the Champions, or Clash of Champions. So we begin with Charlotte, all right, and Dana, okay, and Mick Foley, all right, solid beginning. Discussing what's going to happen with the Women's Championship, all right. Sasha comes down and is like, hey, I'm the only boss. I'm coming to get my title. Bayley comes down. You know, maybe I should get a shot. And they're like, no. Dana gets into Charlotte's face to the delight of the crowd. So of course Mick's like, I want to settle this. Triple threat match. Winner gets to take on Charlotte. Okay. Nice amount of back and forth. They let Dana do a lot of work in this match, which I thought was surprising. You know, they do the, I hit a finisher on Dana. No, I stop you. I hit my finisher on Dana. No, I pin you. So Sasha's taking on Charlotte. Okay. Nice opener. Got the crowd going. I liked it. Good job. Very solid work. Dana's coming along well. Your other women's division matchup, Alicia Fox. No pop. Which is sad, because crazy Alicia is fantastic. Taking on Nia Jax, who's like, I'm going to beat her up till she gives up. Alright. But Nia Jax comes out in the ring kind of concerned because she's taking on a wild person. They do some brawling. You know, this is just Foxy bumping like a mad woman for Nia Jax. They go to the outside. Fox gets a couple good shots. And then Nia Jax blasts Alicia Fox through the barricade. Match is done. Good. Like that. That worked well. Nice job working with the women. That was solid. 2 solid segments. Good job. Bo killed Random Jobber again. Okay. With the crowd going, let's go Jobber. Which is just great. In fact, they'll chant from the random person that you know is just going to get destroyed by Bo Dallas. Or Braun Strowman. Maybe they'll team up with Nia Jax as like their valet. But it's nice. The art of the squash match works well. Because it helps build up some of the lower tier guys. Or build up essentially your future women's contender. Tag division. Enzo was in the back because the Shining Stars are now timeshare salesmen. Try to sell it to R-Truth. Brought up Little Jimmy. But no gold dust to be seen. Okay? They do a one-on-one match. Epico? Big Epico. Yeah, because Enzo said, you know, Eskimo Enzo's not afraid of Epico. It's Epico. Versus Enzo Amore. Enzo still rough in the ring, but he makes it work because he's scrappy. Of course, outside interference kind of plays into it. I really love how they had Enzo lay them both out, and you knew that they were going to go for that classic, I'm going to suplex you into the ring, put your opponent's on and grab my foot and get the 3 count. It was nice. Good old-fashioned healing. That means, of course, next week that we'll then get to see probably Big Cass take on Primo, at which point he will win. So then it'll be Shining Stars 2, Enzo Big Cass 1, probably leading to match of Clash of Champions. Either way, good. It's solid. It gives them to do while the club is busy dealing with New Day. New Day comes out and they're like, hey, last week's segment sucked. Sucked. Such super kicks out of a Budio. It sucked. Anderson and Gallows come down, and now all of a sudden they're serious, which was good, because they're like, no, all joking aside, we're taking your titles. Good. Short, to the point. They then do a tag match, where they take on Xavier Woods and Kofi. But they're not defending the titles, because the titles are always defended by Big E and Kofi. Okay. They get the victory. But it was weird having the guy be like, oh, this would be a great psychological edge. You're taking on a group of 3 people. You're beating up 2 of them. One of those 2 will join the 3rd person. Even if you win and you beat your opponent, they still have 1 fresh guy. And we're still about a week away. So the commentary was just weird. Constantly like, oh, the club's just amazing. One of the most dominant takes ever from Japan. Who really haven't had a winning feud yet. I mean, they lost the Usos left and right. They won some matches, but they never really won a war. Okay? Jericho and Kevin Owens, again, did amazing mic work with Tyler Felipe. With Jericho saying that he was going to have a highlight reel with Sami Zayn, who is a true idiot, who is a stupid idiot. How can you boo this man? It's amazing. Phil Sneed's coming up. No? Okay. And so, those two on the mic are just amazing. In the back, of course, they had Kevin Owens talking about Seth Rollins, about how Seth always needed help. Whether it was Reigns, Ambrose, Kane, J&J, it was great. So Jericho, the Jericho highlight reel with Sami Zayn, nice back and forth. Jericho's face expressions are on point. On point. He's like, you might not have Kevin's new number, do you? I do. In fact, Kevin sent me a text what you're going to tell me. And then he smashes the phone into Zayn's face. Great. They've got a match at Clash of Champions. Awesome. Zayn is back on the show. No longer is he in a pre-show purgatory. Good. Now we'll go to the Owens-Reigns match. They have good chemistry. I just don't care for a Reigns match. And I think I've gotten to the point now where they go lots of near falls. I can't recall if last time Superman Punch won a match. Like, was the finish of a match. His great, like, one-arm powerbomb. I can't recall last time he actually won a match. He wins matches with a triple powerbomb or a spear. That's pretty much it. So Rollins comes down, attacks Owens, which technically would mean then that Reigns doesn't get to be in the match. Because Kevin Owens wins by DQ. Good. Then Foley comes out there with a live mic and is like, we're going to talk in the back. Okay. That's weird. Why just tell it right now? Is that the cliffhanger? Why I had to find that on like the YouTube channel? Will be a .com exclusive? Why not just tell me there? So I'm watching the show. Then restart the match. Again, Owens pounding the daylights out of Reigns. Reigns not going down. Rusev takes a break from his honeymoon, comes down, distracts Roman Reigns. Reigns eats power 1, 2, 3. Good. Continues their feud. Keeps Owens and Rollins as a singles match. Good. And now your random match. Jinder Mahal is given a live mic. He's now all about like love and peace and tranquility. Which then brings out Jack Swagger, because he ain't having none of that. And Jack Swagger loses to Jinder Mahal. Jinder's adventure, of course, is the Regal Cutter. And I'm like, alright. I guess. Okay. And then as they're leaving, it's like, hey, Swagger, your contract's coming up. How do you feel about that? And he just kept on walking. I'm like, oh. Is it because SmackDown lost Shelton Benjamin due to injury before he was able to sign and Del Rio? They're going to give them Swagger on SmackDown? Just felt really bizarre and random. All in all, decent episode of Raw. They're keeping a couple storylines going, and it's going to tighten up as they're heading into Clash of Champions. All not bad. They're putting the pieces together to hopefully have a nice payoff at that Champions.